I've always wanted to take stone belt to the 3 dimensions, to do a large piece of metal. And so when we found out that this site was available, I said it would be great because now I can do something with them that's going to be 3-dimensional. So I'm hoping that, you know, if anything, these pieces inspire. I mean, that's the intention, that this art is done to share the joy that goes on in stone belt and to look at life in a brighter way, in a very simple and bright way, and to enjoy it. You know, one of the lessons I have with stone belt is that mostly all the people there, all the people who come to stone belt, they live in the now. They live right now. They don't live in the past or the future. They're right there. We had a city call for people to come to do a brainstorming session for the art that was going to be done here. At that meeting, I remember one person said, gee, how about taking the fish from the courthouse and letting it land over here? I said, boy, I like that idea. That's a great idea. Callie's the artist who did this piece, and Callie's been doing a lot of cats, and I haven't really seen many dogs. And so when I saw a number of dog drawings she did, I saw this one. It had the 5 legs. I said, that's just beautiful. 5 legs and a growling dog that could even be a cat. Kelly did the drawing, and maybe 5 or 6 people did the color renditions, and that's how we worked. So we tried to get as many artists involved as possible. And all the instruments, they had to do with the bead, you know, trying to invite businesses and recreation and the arts. It's being part of the economic growth of this town. But all the art, again, is attributed to the artisans there at Stone Belt. Pretty much everything is done to the letter to what people there had come up with. And then we had the opportunity of incorporating some mosaics. So I kind of brought that to Stone Belt as a possibility of developing that art form. And the city came and they worked with us to put the concrete, but give it a texture, which was really great. This pig is great. It looks kind of like an anteater too. I love it. I love it. And the artist who did that is kind of, she's in her maybe early 60s, about the same age as me, and she just started doing art. And she just does it like nobody's business. I mean, she just does these incredible drawings, and you can see the abundance coming out from her in doing this. And what else I try to do is try to pick different artists to do different things. This is Nancy. This is Nancy's art. And we had one guy who likes to do graffiti, and so I had him do the letters. Billy was just great, you know. He's been doing graffiti for a long time, but so this was one opportunity for him to, you know, really do it. Even these symbolic pieces came from Stone Belt artists. And with a little coaching, I said, well, what can we put on this pole? What does a chicken eat, you know? Snakes, worms. I said, oh, there's good. What about a fish? Oh, they eat all these little things under the water, you know. Hey, Dave, come here. Dave Williams. Actually, Dave's the guy who named this sculpture, because he always referred to it as Animal Island. I said, hey, that works.
Yeah.
It's a great name, you know.
It looks great.
It looks great. And
this is the prime block, don't you think?
This is the prime, I mean, primo. I mean, we went from something else to primo. That is, and I just love this location. And I love the fact that you can walk around it, and you can see it from all different directions. And that we have trees. You can have a bench. We have more benches if we want it. It's just
with Yonkos and people waiting over here to eat. This will be a place to hang out before you get in the restaurant.
It is, and who knows? Maybe that little section there will be developed for, you know, a cafe, and this might change. We don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it just would be perfect to have just little places where you
come and go. So.
have places.
Take care.
Thanks, Dave. Have places where people could just, you know, sit down and talk. Really make it community. I mean, this is a community effort. It's not Joe LaMantia's island, Animal Island. That's not what it's about. I feel privileged and proud to be part of this, and it's all about the experience of doing it. Really, seeing what it does for people in their eyes, in their hearts. You get the twinkles, you get the smiles. They're the enduring thing, you know, really.